Could you introduce yourself and could you explain where you're from?
Hi Nick, my name is Amin Afravi. I'm an Iranian Arab and I have been detained for 7 years and couple of months.
Where have you, so recently with the government, they're recently trying to plan this new bill called the Prohibited Items Act, which would stop you guys from, they would be able to confiscate your phones. Why, in your opinion, are they doing this?
My opinion is just, I have actually lots of opinions about that, which is all of them, they are just against the humanity because they are trying to cover up what's going on and what's happening and what's going to happen inside the detention because actually every single security that you're gonna see it's working inside the detention, he has different rules for himself. So we need to follow all the rules that they are mentioning. But when we have a phone, we could actually record that. And when we record that, they don't abuse the system, they don't abuse their power to do this kind of things. I do have a video. I think I post that video in my Facebook page. If you could just look at it and see how the security was searching my room and was saying that there is no reason and it's a random and we're gonna come and we're gonna search. So they have power to search. They have power to do whatever they want.
So
But
you,
mhm.
so you feel like the implication of mobile phones, you feel like it makes you feel more safe per se, or make sure that you feel like you can keep to account the security circo guards that are looking after you at Kangaroo Point?
Well, there is no security looking after us. They are a kind of enemy for us because they are doing anything in their power just to keep us more and more in a detention so they can work and make money. So that's exactly what's happening. And there is no trust between us and the securities.
Have you,
There
could
is,
you, oh, sorry, you can go.
yeah,
Oh, no, you continue.
yeah. So there is couple of things going on from the beginning until now that they are abusing their power, they are bullies, they are doing whatever they want, and nobody can stop them because we are locked up in here and with the only thing we have it's our mobile phone to actually record them. And that's why now these days they became much better because we could actually um, protect ourselves from whatever they are doing. So the thing is like they are saying prohibited or anything that they are mentioning about the mobile phones and other things that they're gonna uh, take it from the people inside the detention. I just have a question that it's really getting in my mind all the time. People that are locked up in a detention, how they can get a drug? Except the security or someone like a security or I don't know the staff they are working, there is nobody can get any drug inside the detention. So that's not the detainees problem, that's a circle and the border force problem that they cannot control the security. And another thing that they are mentioning about lots of things like there is a guy in here, they have been arrested him and they're saying that he has a child abuse videos and something like that, which is this is in my culture it's just a funny video, it's not the child abuse or anything like that. And if that guy he actually watched that video, that's not his fault, that's a border force fault because I by myself couple of times I requested to have a culture and custom of Australian custom and culture, because there is people in here that are from completely different cultures. And there is a lots of things like, for example, mostly people in here, they don't know if they're gonna hug a child and they're gonna kiss the child, they will go to jail for it. Why? Because there is a couple of things going on, and they will say that they abuse the child. But back in our country, we don't have that. We can hug the child, we can kiss the child, because we don't have a rape culture. So that's the thing. People, they don't have a kind of thinking or trying to do something negative to that child. So that's why we don't have that, and we don't actually worry about that. I do have my son, like when I was back in home, I was taking him out. Mostly people, I don't know them, they just comes, and because of it's cute, they will hug him, they will kiss him. There is nothing wrong with it, because we don't have rape culture. That's the problem. So they are trying to show us as a criminals to the Australian people, and they are turning the Australian people against us to vote or whatever it's possible they will make for Australian people to actually get their own benefit. So the phone that we use, it's for two reasons. One of them, it's just to talk to our family. We're a human being, and we do have a family back in home. So we need to talk to them. And another thing is, it's a kind of weapon for us. It's kind of weapon to protect ourselves, to record whatever is going on around us, because we don't feel safe with the securities. We don't feel safe completely. Nobody's safe in here with from the securities. So I do believe that it's enough reason we have that to keep our phones. But I know if there is something will happen like that, I'm sure about that there is a lots of self-harm will happen. I myself, from the day when they take my phone, I will stop drinking and eating. And I'm gonna go to death with that. Because actually that's the only thing I have left for me to survive. That's the only thing I have to communicate with my son, because this is 7 years I have been away from my family, from my son. And then the first couple of years when I arrived in 2013, in Christmas Island, they take me to Manus Island, and then they kept me in there for 6 years. But in the first couple of years, I wasn't allowed to have a mobile phone. So I struggled to get in touch with my son. And then after a couple of years, when we started to be allowed to have phones, I contacted my family. I actually talked to my son. And then he didn't know me as a father, because I never been in here. I never been in there for him, because that's all what Australian they have done to me, that I lost my child. And this is couple of years I'm struggling to get in his mind that I am your father, and this is what's exactly happening, and I'm trying to communicate, and then now they are trying actually to take that away from me again. So they are trying to take my son away from me again.
How do you feel that Jackie Lambie has the deciding vote? Because previously she's reappealed the Medivac law in 2019.
Yeah, because the government told her that they're gonna get rid of us in a third country. So that's why she voted for them. And until now, people, they stuck in a detention. Nobody went to the third country. Nobody went to anywhere. Nobody got freedom. So that's the reason why she actually voted for them. So now because of she actually, I don't really know what to say about her, because she's not trustable. That's the only thing I can say.
So you feel
like they're saying about the phones that people, they are, I don't know, they are using a lots of bad things in a detention. Well, myself, I asked them a couple of times, which is, it's 5 minutes away from Kangaroo Point. The the organization that actually it's working for working with the refugees, that to teach the people how to live in Australia, teach the people the custom and the culture of Australia. So it's a 5 minute away from here. And I have been, from the day when I arrived in here, I have been asking and requesting the border force security teachers, all of them. I have been requesting and I'm telling them, like, we need a custom and culture class, because there is a people in here, they are from different cultures and they don't know what is wrong and what is right in Australia. So there is a couple of things it's wrong in Australia, but it's right in our country. So it's not mean that we are criminals. We don't know what to follow. So we need someone to teach us. And they were saying yes, but nothing happened. They are just spending, I don't know, our time. They are wasting our time with the coffee club class, that they are just bringing, I don't know, a couple of coffees and people, they will drink coffee. This is one class. Or the other class drawing like, I don't know, 5 years old kid. That's a classes. So there is no use. They are just bunch of useless classes that we are actually spending time with it before COVID-19. And now, after the COVID-19, everything has been stopped. So like the advocate activities and all these kind of things, I do believe it's stopped, because I never attend in there, because that is wasting time.
How do you feel about the vote being decided by an online poll?
Pardon?
How do you feel about the vote being decided by an online poll?
Well, it's kind of unfair, because there is a people that they don't know the truth about the government, about how much power they do have, how much power they have, and what they are doing in these couple of years. So people, they should actually see that, or at the least, Jackie Lambie, she needs to see lots of videos, or couple of videos that I have recorded, to show her how much power the security they have, and they can search, they can confiscate anything they want. So they don't need that power. They need that power just to shut us, shut all of the, sorry. They need that to actually take our phones, so they can shut our mouth. Because we are trying to fight for our freedom. And that's the only thing we actually have to do. And that's what we are deciding, and we are struggling, and we are fighting for. And I do believe that she needs to see, I don't know, she needs to talk to some people, or do some research, or see some videos that has been recorded inside the detention, so she can see how much power the border force and the security does have in a detention.
Do you feel like if the government passes this bill, do you think it will kill the movement that you guys have started?
Well, they're gonna kill me. I cannot comment on the movement, but they're gonna kill me. I'm sure I will die after that, because there is no reason to be alive. Yeah,
Once they
honestly.
take the phones?
Yeah, the minute when they take my phone away from me, I won't drink and I won't eat. And I won't accept any treatment or medical help. I will go to death for it. Because we are not slaves, we are not criminals. And I will fight for my right. And that's the only thing. They want me to die, I will die. Because there is no other way.
Do you have any last words you would like to say?
There is a lots of words to say, but just want to say that to the Australian people, that as a human being, they could have mercy. We are not criminals. And all of the people in Australia, in the past, them or their family or their grandfamily, they were migrants in this country. So there is no difference between us and them. And they can have mercy if they want, and they help us. Thank you.